Hi there, I'm Kay Doran. I'm a women's leadership life coach and a shamanic healer. And I really want to cover off on a really important subject and one that's very close to my own heart. And that is, I want you to start to begin to own your wisdom and stop handing it over to unseen forces. Now, what do I mean by that? I'm actually a woman that lives with a foot in both worlds. So I've come to understand and know very well the inner realms of spirituality and to be able to harness that understanding in order to lead my self-life in a grounded and empowered way. I believe that's why we're all here, for the expression of our authentic selves and our soul. Now, back in my 20s, I had an unexpected experience. I became a trance channeler, which means masterful beings would step into my body would change, my voice would change, my mannerisms would change. I'd be off elsewhere, having a different discussion. Groups grew, but the time came where I knew beyond a shadow of doubt that needed to stop. Now here's the powerful thing. Why? When I went into a meditation and asked that very question, I got because everyone loves the extraordinary, but no one truly listens. And the message that was being spoken by these powerful beings was about go straight to the source. The universe is within. Everything that you are seeking is within you. Bypass trickery. Own, integrate, and embody the divine wisdom is within us all. And I'd been chosen for that to come through and then to be courageous enough to demonstrate, to stop and to integrate it. That anything that any of these outside unseen sources can present themselves with, it's up to us to integrate and own. I've heard so many people saying, I'm telling you this because my guide or whatever unseen force is telling you. And that's a way of us avoiding our wisdom, just in case it's wrong. We're here to embody that wisdom. Science has actually proven there is a brain within our heart that sends more signals to our actual brain. This is the place of our inner knowing. Some call that intuition. Some call it spirit. Some call it God. I call it the voice of knowing. And everybody has it. I've had it all my life. It's been quite loud. And we're here to own it, to tap into it, to dial it up and be the magnificent, wise beings that we are and stop handing it out to something outside of ourselves. And that includes to people as well. I see women all the time handing over and blindly following and listening and not actually doing that journey and knowing that voice of knowing, power and potential is within you. Every single one of us. We just have to understand the landscape within to get past the illusions that are intrusions, to dial up that inner voice of knowing that you have, that I have, that we all have. And then we can truly lead ourselves through life. Then we can truly stand because the truth is beyond the shadow of the belief system. And when you tap into your inner knowing and you trust that wisdom that is within you and has always been within you and it's waiting to be expressed as you, then you're a powerful being. And here's what I've come to know. The inner voice of knowing, power, and potential is the Trinity. The voice of knowing is the source within you, God, if you will. Source of power is the soul within you. And the voice of potential is your future self calling to you. Come, come. I give you this aspiration because you have already succeeded in your future now moment. That's 3 voices of power and wisdom that's inside of you. Don't project it out onto somebody else. and don't project it out onto spiritual perceived entities. Integrate, own, stand in the I am of who you are.